Hey friends, it's Miss Bookall. I got a question for you. Have you ever wondered why the choices you make leads to some of the consequences you've experienced, whether good or bad? Maybe, sometimes, not really. That's okay. Well, today, the book that I want to read with you guys is going to help you become more aware of your choices and also make you more aware of how each choice allows us to experience a feeling that we may want to feel or may not want to feel. But nevertheless, it'll help us think better about those choices. The book that I have for us today is called The Choices I Make by Michael Gordon. I can't wait to read this book with you guys. Stay tuned.
When Josh got home from preschool, he just wants to play with his favorite toy. He thought about it all day, but when he looked, it wasn't there where he thought it should be. He searched all over until he found it with Emily. "That's my toy, sister! You stole it!" an upset Josh cried. Emily looked shocked by his words, her mouth wide open. "I borrowed it. I'm sorry. There's no need to be mad." She felt bad that she upset him. Her face looked so sad. Dad rushed up the stairs after he heard Josh shout out. He said, "Josh, what on earth is all the noise about?" When Dad heard the story, he looked at Josh and said, "Son, nothing is ever gained from losing your head." "Did shouting make you feel better or worse, Josh?" asked Dad. "Seems you've made yourself feel worse and Emily sad. Calm yourself down by counting backwards from 10 in your head. Rather than yelling, kindly ask for your toy back instead." Josh thought about the event after listening to Dad. He decided to stop and think next time before getting mad. Emily gave Josh his toy, and as he walked up to play, he thought he'd feel better by dealing with upset this way. Mom was making Emily's birthday cake later that week. Josh got very excited after sneaking a peek. He licked his lips after he saw it and thought it looked nice. He wanted so much to reach out and grab a huge slice. He thought about eating it, then about what Emily might say. If there was no cake at her party, she'd have a sad birthday. Josh didn't want to upset his sister, so he decided to wait. He wanted to make sure Emily's party would be great. The next morning, Josh's friends came over for the day. They brought over a board game that they all wanted to play. It was a very close finish. Josh tried hard but didn't win. He hated losing games. He felt his anger begin. He wanted to throw the board into the air and stomp away, but he knew if he did that, he would ruin everyone's day. So he breathed slowly and deeply until the anger was gone. Then he said, "Well done, guys. Good job. Let's get a new game on." Later, at the store, Josh and Mom were standing in a queue. Josh wanted candy, but Mom said no, and his temper grew. "Please, Mom, I really want candy," a frustrated Josh said. Mom repeated no. Josh got more upset, his face turning red. He felt so angry and hot, he wanted to scream and shout, but he did what he knew would let the anger quietly out. He closed his eyes and counted slowly from 10 to 1 in his head. He didn't get candy, but he got to feel proud of himself instead.
So, what did you learn from reading about Josh? What I learned was that sometimes when I feel angry, there's different ways to handle it. Yeah, I could yell, scream, shout, but in the end, will that give me what I want? Most likely not. There's a better way to deal with my anger. Maybe taking a deep breath, counting to 10, or just walking away will help me deal with the situation better and make me feel better on the inside. I hope you learned a thing or two from Josh and that you will make better choices when you're faced with consequences. Thanks for joining along on this story. Until next time. Bye.